Jag heter Gustav och jag kommer från Sverige. Youth is the future of our whole world. It is obvious we need to be a part of the decision making. You do not have the right to determine our future without us. We want to live in rural areas, but you need to understand our needs and our requirements for doing so.
Jag heter Margaret Laura och jag kommer från Islandi. We need policymakers and diverse actors to see rural areas, contribute to their development for housing, education and job opportunities, and most importantly, listen to the needs of the younger generations.
One improvement I need to see for Nordic Rural Youth is access to education in our own languages. Being able to get an education in your first language is a basic right and not a privilege.
My name is Alexandra Mazurek. I'm from Belgium, but I've been living in Finland for 2 years now. There is not enough housing, and almost all of the housing has been used for hotels instead of for the youth or for people who just want to integrate and get a job.
Jag heter Bara och jag är från Islandi. If the conditions in rural regions are not suitable for youth, the youth will move away. If young people don't see a reason to move back or stay, rural societies can't regenerate and will stagnate and die off.
My name is Agnes and I come from Denmark. As I see it, one of the biggest problems in the rural areas is obtaining qualified labor. This will lead to a gap between city and countryside, which will in the end lead to different opportunities depending on where you grew up.
Hello, my name is Lucas. I've lived in Greenland for 17 years. I've had difficulties with the educational system, and I can definitely see an improvement in the educational system with both helping and testing for learning disabilities like dyslexia.
Hej, mitt namn är Annie och jag kommer från Sverige. I think it's important to have affordable housing, but also service hubs to create co-working spaces. It's not enough to listen to rural youth. They need to be inside the decision-making spaces.
Anton Suomesta täällä. I would like to see a situation in which it would be as accessible to educate yourself as well as work in the profession that you want to work in, also from rural areas.
Góðan dag, ég heiti Selma. Remote and hybrid work opportunities are ideal to incorporate young rural youth in the labor market. I work as a translator for the Ministry for Foreign Affairs in Iceland. Although the ministry itself is located in Reykjavik, I work in a field office in Akureyri. This solution makes it possible for me to have the social benefits of having a set workplace while also finding a work that suits my education in a rural area.
My name is Jekvan and I'm from the Faroe Islands. During my upbringing in Sandoy, our only way off the island was by boat. In December, a underwater tunnel will open up, connecting Sandoy to the mainland of the Faroe Islands. Unfortunately, this is not the case in many rural areas. So having a good infrastructure is crucial for having people living and thriving.
My name is Jonas and I'm from Finland. And I think younger generations need affordable housing with job opportunities that would match their desired education and to feel a sense of community with the rural area that they might habit in the future.
Jag heter Sofia och kommer från en liten by i Sverige som heter Horsjunga. In the future, I wish that young people don't see it as a failure if they choose a life in a rural area. There you can achieve all your dreams if you see the possibilities. But you guys, you need to listen and work for us to being able to have a great life in a rural area.
My name is Ingebjörg and I'm from Norway. It's important for policymakers to listen to and address youth because it's when we work together that we get the best solutions.
Jag heter Jakob Jakstå och jag kommer från Färjö. The price of living in rural areas is unsustainably high. Urban centers can justify their price of living by the available services that they have to offer. I think it's crucial for the benefit of rural areas that their price of living represents what they actually have to offer.
My name is Mats Sarstad and I'm from Kristiansund in Norway. The most important issue for me is that every municipality needs to have a functioning youth council. Youth councils need to be included in policy making and have the right to meet and be heard in municipality councils.
Jag heter Cecilia och jag kommer från Finland. The youth are our future and our now. We are the policymakers, our teachers, our front workers. So it's important to start listening to us, start taking our ideas in consideration, and start implementing our ideas. Remember, there is no rural area without the youth.
My name is Karina. I'm originally from the US, but I chose to move to the West Fjords of Iceland. Policy-driven improvements in areas like affordable housing, job opportunities, and access to education are necessary for young people to stay in or move to rural areas and for rural areas to thrive.